Damn, that's a damn shame. That's a damn shame. So it's all so my mic's on now. Now I got see that's the one thing I forgot to check on was the damn mics and you know what? Yeah, well it is now. It is
Okay.
now. So the people at home can hear you. Hello, welcome to the sharpest, the smartest, and the smarkiest podcast in the world. That is OT Graps. I'm Omer. He's
I'm
Trevor.
Trevor.
Say hi to the people, Trevor.
Hello, people. How we doing?
Let them know what's
Who we
up.
got
Let
in
them know
here?
what's up. We got Cece in the chat saying what's up.
GG's what?
Yo, Jersey girl in the house.
What's
It's a
up,
damn
Jersey girl?
shame. It's a damn shame.
It's all right.
Yeah,
We let her
damn
have.
shame. Damn.
We
People
let her
trying to
have it.
walk into the set. Trevor, what you been watching lately?
Uh, oh well, I watched Jake Paul lose. Watching a lot of XFL and stuff like that. Honestly, it's just weird. There's a whole bunch of different things.
XFL.
Rewatch
You watching that crap? You one of the 4 people watching that garbage? Absolute utter garbage.
20 people. 20 people.
No,
No.
actually, the XFL. The XFL is doing pretty good. Pretty good.
I actually
Love to
liked it.
see.
The
Yeah,
second go round, which
no. First of all, we love the first go around. The defenders, the DC defenders,
yeah.
best
I
team.
was about to buy a season ticket holder to it, and then pandemic happened.
I was at that last game. I was at the Cup Snake game. Remember where
Oh,
they
so
built
was
the
I.
cup? Yeah,
Yeah, so was I.
there you go. There you go, man. There you go. And I'm pretty sure that was back before I knew you too, right?
No, we knew each other.
Did we really?
Yeah,
When I meet you? When the hell? Oh no, I remember when I met you. Well, I remember when I
yeah.
met you.
We've known each
Um,
other since what,
for
2018,
full
2017?
2018.
Yeah,
Damn,
something like that.
it's been 5
Because
years.
yeah,
5 years. Damn. Well, if y'all been around 5 years, 4 years, 2 years, 3 months, however long you've been around, y'all know what to do. Hit that like button, subscribe, hit that notification bell so you get notified whenever new videos release. I don't even know what I'm doing. I'm just trying out a new bit. See how y'all like
I
it.
see. It's working to a degree, I
See,
guess.
see if see the bit involves me having sunglasses. If I had some shades on right now, you know,
So what you're doing is you're doing radio host on a podcast, which makes sense, but you don't have the sunglasses.
I'm trying to. I could pull a Howard Stern like, hello, this is Howard Stern. No.
Only
So
Howard Stern can do Howard Stern.
John. Well, John, why don't you tell me? Why don't you tell me what's your beef with Sheik? What's your beef with Sheik? Well, hold up, John. Well, hold up, John. How about we hear from Sheik himself? John Cena, you're not good, John Ronnie.
God, we love Shicky Baby here.
God bless Sheiky baby. Oh my God. God bless Sheiky baby. Um. All right, so Trevor, first thing first, we're going to be talking about Revolution, guys, by the way. We're going to be talking about a whole bunch of stuff. Kenny Omega possibly leaving All Elite Wrestling. Um, I can also tell you one thing already. I do not like the new positioning of my mic. This was a mistake. My neck's already starting to feel a little sore. You know what? We try some things out. They fail.
They
It's
felt,
okay.
they keep moving, right?
Yep. Speaking of moving, Trevor, let's talk. Let's keep moving and get to the icebreaker. Icebreaker this week,
I believe
Trevor,
it's on you,
is
sir.
oh, I
Oh, I don't.
this man, trying to call me out when I'm already ready. Who the hell do you think? To
Born
quote
that way.
Bully Ray, do you know who I am?
No, I don't know who you yam or potato, but works.
Mr. Anderson, I will murder your family. Um, Jesus,
Such a terrible.
Bully Ray, go away. Um, that's actually what he said. Um,
It's unfortunately.
all right. My icebreaker to you, Trevor. Favorite moment in Impact slash TNA history. Favorite
Wow.
moment in
Wow.
Impact slash TNA history.
That's wow. um, good on you because we don't really talk about Impact Mm, you know what? Um, as silly as it is, probably when Sting became Joker Sting. I thought that was amazingly
Hey,
hilarious.
Hulkamania.
And the fact
How you doing? You're feeling good,
you feeling
Hulkamania?
good, Hulkamania? Great. Let me tell you how I got these scars.
It was
it
such a
was
ripoff. It was
it
like
was so terrible, but great at the same time.
yeah, only Steve Borden could get away with that, and
Oh,
that's what he did. He
exactly.
got away with it. He didn't like yeah, he got
I
away with
loved
it.
him for the fact that he was like, okay, this is terrible, but I'm gonna do it anyway. But like, uh God, it was so bad but great at the same time.
That's a good one. That's a good one.
How about you?
So so you picked something that was like I mean, you actually picked something that's pretty like on point for like to describe TNA
Right, right.
because it was kind of good, but it was
It was
also at the same time quite dog shit.
it was.
And that's no knocking Steve Borden, Sting. It's just what it was. It was kind of dog shit. But um, but Trevor, my worst moment, or sorry, my favorite moment in TNA history, favorite moment was Lockdown. I believe Lockdown 2007. Someone correct me in the chat if I'm mistaken there.
Okay.
Lockdown 2007. They had a steel cage, sorry, an electrified steel cage in the ring that night.
Yes. I believe this was '07.
It was an electrified steel cage match. It's Bully Ray, Brother Ray, sorry, Devon
Oh, what was it?
versus
Wait.
two other jabronis I can't even remember right now.
I don't remember who it was now either.
I think it might have been VKM or something like that, something wild. Anyway, electrified steel cage, absolute dog shit. That wasn't my favorite moment in wrestling, in Impact Wrestling history. I just want to talk about it. My favorite moment actually happened that same night.
Mm.
Chris Harris versus James Storm. He's a drinker. He's a drinker.
This is supposed
He's a
now, my boy.
drinker. And he's a drinker. Um, to go full circle with that Joker reference. Um, Chris Harris, James Storm, blindfold sack a potato on your face match. You remember
I
this?
was
The
so upset
blindfold,
about this.
the world's greatest blindfold match. They
Sack
got
potatoes on your face match. I remember
they
this.
literally got like little like potato sacks that they put
Mm-hmm.
around their face with a little like with a little string on the end to try to tighten it.
Yep.
And it was within seconds of that match starting, James Storm's thing just fell off.
Yep.
And the look on that man's face, I mean, like the referee trying to put that back on his face. He was just like, "The hell are we doing?" Like
What
immediately.
is this?
It was such a terrible match,
Oh
and then
my
on top
god.
of that, like it kept falling off. Like
Yeah.
both of their blindfolds kept falling off. Apparently, Trevor. Apparently, rumor has it the original blindfolds they were going to use for that match were way worse.
Oh wow.
That's a damn shame.
Yeah, that is an absolute shame. Damn one. That's terrible. It
But I
makes the
loved it.
original one
But I loved
look
it.
better. The one of the first blindfold matches I've seen look better.
This is the most effective spot in wrestling. The face. Also, the blindfold match is up. That's a face heel match where like the face is blindfolded. It only works
Yeah.
when that's a, when they're both blindfolded. Like that's the only thing, bro. That match, like that is a Vince Russo ass match. That's all I can
Oh
say. That
yeah,
is
it
a
is. I
Vince
mean,
Russo ass match.
well, I think it was similar to, well, I don't know if both of them were, because I know Jake the Snake was supposed to be blinded, and so he fought Rick Martel. Rick Martel had a blindfold match on, a blindfold on. I believe it. I believe they both were blindfolded. I think that was the gimmick. But yeah, that was a pretty terrible good one too.
Yeah, no, the Jake the Snake one was like all right. Look, the Jake the Snake one was effective at what it was trying to
Oh
do.
yeah,
Just
absolutely, absolutely.
this was absolutely ineffective at what it was trying to do. However, I think it was better from a
Yeah,
wrestling moment. standpoint, this was way better. You know why?
Because
What
it was
is it now?
ridiculous.
15, 16, however 17, almost is it 16? Doing some
You
math
said
here.
on
16
seven?
years later.
Yeah.
16 years later, I'm still sitting here talking about that match. And I watch it and I enjoy the hell out of it.
Do you still watch old Impact TNA?
Oh, all the time. Dude.
Dude,
King Book sorry, not legally distinct King Booker is
Buka.
still one of my favorite things in pro wrestling history.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
well,
still
and he goes in and he goes, in my country,
in my quantity. It was just
Texas.
retarded. Oh, sorry,
Don't you
redacted. Redacted.
like
Sorry.
I just don't get that. I just don't get that. My man was straight up like my country, and I'm
It was
sitting there. I'm
ridiculous. It didn't make any sense at
you're
all.
from Texas. What
the
country are you talking about, bro? Like,
country of the great country of Texas. You didn't know about the great country of Texas
hey, yo, that wasn't
and
look.
all his constituents.
Even by King Buka's admission, that was not a Texas accent. He admitted it too.
No, 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 absolutely not. Was that a Texas accent?
Yeah. Wow. Anyway, so that's the thing that happened. We're
There you
here.
go. We're here.
Guys, it is AEW Revolution Week. There is so much to talk about. We got one of the most honestly, I say this like every AEW pay-per-view, just one of the most stacked cards that you're gonna see on a wrestling pay-per-view, and AEW
How many
manages to
matches in
do it.
this one?
Right now, 7.
And I think they're
Double.
gonna announce more ones.
Yeah, you seen the? Have you ever seen those videos? Where it's like, hey, you want to take this? You want to double it and give it to the next person? Tony
Yeah.
Khan's the type of guy to double it and give it to the next person.
Oh, of course
Yeah.
he is.
So
Of course he
there's
is.
7 matches on this card right now. I
Expected to be
promise you, there's going to
14.
be at least 11 in total when this is done. Like when all of the matches are announced.
Of course.
And look, the upper card of this pay per view though is stacked, and we'll talk about it in a second. This is an unfortunate thing for me because it looks like at this moment, I say at this moment because I could have an epiphany and just raid my bank account for all my money and and buy the tickets and everything necessary. It's like 99% chance I'm not going to do that.
Where is
I
it?
this is
Where
out
is
in
it?
San Francisco.
Oh, okay.
Here's the thing. I waited too long. I could have made
Ah,
this work financially. And here's the thing. It's not that like it is just not a financially wise decision to spend the amount of money that it like on this at this point in my life and all that stuff. There was a point where I look back and I was like, man, okay, tickets, yes, flights, yes. Now I look at flights and I'm just like, okay, well, flights start at like $800, $900. I'm just like, yeah,
of
we ain't
course it
doing all
does.
that. We ain't doing all that now. Anyway, so first AEW pay per view I'm missing in almost a year.
That's true.
It's
That's
okay.
very,
They're
very
coming
true.
to Baltimore. They're coming to downtown Baltimore.
Oh, when?
May 3rd. May 3rd.
There, okay. I might be. Excuse me. Might be able to swing that.
Oh, we'll talk about that. Anyway, so I will be enjoying this AEW pay per view from my own humble abode. And here's the thing about AEW pay per views. I'm kind of sad. I'm kind of sad. Not because I don't get to go, but because I have to listen to Tony Schiavone, Taz, and Excalibur as a team.
Exactly.
It's a damn shame. And I know we talk about it every week. I'm gonna keep talking about it every week. Disgusts
Until
me.
it changes.
It doesn't disgust me. I'm just kidding. I mean, it just annoys me more than anything. It is what it is, though. It's gonna be a great show. Gonna be a great card. Let me run through the card real quick, if you don't mind, my good friend.
Absolutely. Let's
We
go.
have for the AEW World Trios Championships. We have the Elite, Kenny Omega, Nick Jackson, and Matt Jackson, with Don Callis at their side, taking on the House of Black, Malachi Black, Jordan King, and Buddy Matthews, with Julia Hart at their side. Should I should I mix it up? How about this? Let's play a game. This because I just
Oh
find this
God.
funny.
Let's play a game.
You name
Okay,
a
we done.
wrestling personality
Okay.
And for every match, you have to name a wrestling personality, and I'll do it in their voice.
Okay. So you're doing.
Okay.
Are
I
you
just
done
did
with this one?
Excalibur. Now you gotta just name a wrestling personality.
Let's do. Let's do. Taz.
Okay, and then you got my boy Ricky Starks going up against Chris Jericho in a match where the Jericho Appreciation Society is banned from ringside. Ricky Starks.
The fact that you almost lost it in the middle of that was great.
Yeah, we got 5 more matches to go. Let's keep going.
Let's do. Well, no. Let's save that one for the last because that kind of hurt your throat. Let's do. What's his name? Russo. Vince Russo.
Bro. AEW TNT Championship on the line. Samoa Joe, bro. But get this. Samoa Joe versus Wardlow, bro. TNT Championship, bro. He cut his hair. It's heat.
Don Callis. I haven't seen you heard you do this one. I don't know if you can do Don Callis. This
We're
will be a
about to
rough one.
find out.
A rough
We're
one.
about to find out. Well, Shivani, it's gonna be a Texas death match. John Moxley and Hangman Adam Page. I don't know. That was that
I don't
that
know.
was like
That kind of sounded like
it got
Ultimate Warrior with a launchage, you know.
that's kind of what Don Callis sounds like.
It is kind of like now that you think about it, it is.
Uh,
Macho Man. Why not Macho Man?
yeah, three-way match for the AEW Women's World Championship. Yeah, you got that Ruby Soho. Yeah, she's destination unknown. But we know where she's gonna be on March 2nd, 5th, whatever day this pay-per-view is. Yeah. And then Saraya, the world champion in her own right. A 3-way. Ruby Soho, Saraya, and the world champion, Jamie Hayter. Yeah, I hate her just like I hate Hulk Hogan.
That was good. And the one that people want to hear, I know, Seth freaking Rollins.
4-way tag team match for the AEW World Tag Team titles. The Guns, the Ass Boys, whatever you want to call them. I'm married to Becky Lynch. Versus the acclaimed Anthony Bowens, Max Caster versus Jay Lethal, and Double J Jeff Jarrett versus TBD.
For people that just tuned in, we're reading. Well, he's reading the matches in different voices of different wrestlers. So please stick around. I promise you, it'll be better than this.
This is just us running through the card. Imagine what talking about these matches is going to be. Hit that like button. We got one more.
Got one more. Got one more. All right. Let's see. Gotta make this a good one. Oh, well, this is just funny. Triple H. Jesus. I'm so mad at that.
Well, in a 60.
He tried.
Okay, wait. I got this. I'm the game. I'm the game. In the middle of the ring. MJF versus Brian. MJF versus Brian Danielson. 60-minute Iron Man match for the AEW World Championship. That's the card.
That's the card.
That's the
Um,
card. Now we can talk about these matches.
let me.
Trevor.
I want to get to the chat real quick.
Oh, go ahead.
Daniel DeLeon 69 says, "Which matches are you guys looking forward to at Revolution?"
Well, that was actually gonna be my question, but
Okay.
I actually want to get to his other one, or the other one where CC says these impressions.
Oh, do you
Uh,
guys think that Bray Wyatt's return was a disappointment because he's getting kind of boring? Um, so although I don't disagree with you, I think actually at this point it's kind of getting interesting to a degree too, because you're seeing another like layer of that story kind of come about. I'm just curious who Uncle what's his name? Who's the guy that's
Howdy.
Uncle Howdy? I'm actually
sorry,
interested
I gotta
how
do that in a Bray Wyatt voice.
oh
It's
god,
Uncle Howdy, man.
man. Um I'm actually really you know what? Bray Wyatt sounds like a stoner all the time. Anyway, but but no, I'm really interested in how Uncle Howdy's gonna play into that, and especially since they're still keeping Alexa Bliss in this like state of confusion and doesn't know what's going on too. I think the story has layers to it where it can be interesting, but I just hope they execute it to the point where it is interesting.
I I'd given up on it, and now I'm kind of it's one of those things. The last few weeks with the Firefly Funhouse segments, he's pulled me back in, and I'm just
Yeah,
like, I hate you,
same.
Bray Wyatt. I hate you. I hate you so much because
The
Uncle
muscle
Howdy
dance.
stuff
Oh,
was dog shit. The Uncle Howdy stuff was absolute dog shit. But
but the
this,
muscle dance. Oh my
the
god.
Muscle Man dance, the Bobby Lashley, I was like,
Uh,
all right,
chef kiss.
cool. Yeah. So we're along for the ride on that front.
Let's see.
CC in
All
the
right.
chat says, "Why does Seth Rollins sound like he's about to haunt someone in an episode of Scooby Doo?"
Yeah, and I would have gotten away with it too if it wasn't for you meddling kids and your dog. Yeah.
I don't know what this show is today, but it's something.
Okay, full disclosure. I woke up. Okay, we got on. We both like logged on at like 7. I woke up from a
Yeah,
nap at 6:50 or 7 or yeah 6:55, and it was like it was one of those 40-minute naps where you didn't really get all of it. So
yeah. Did
I
you
don't
got some
even
of
know.
it?
I don't. I'm just like I'm barely here.
I'm just wired
Um.
at this point. Yeah. I understand completely.
Mhm.
All right.
All
So,
right, Trevor. We we ran through the card. We did
okay.
do that. What match or matches are you most looking forward to on AEW Revolution?
You know what? I think the Samoa Joe match is gonna be interesting. Samoa and Warlow. I'm really interested in seeing that.
Samoa. First name Samoa. Last name.
Samoa. Did I say Joe
That's,
Samoa?
that's no. You said Samoa as if like it's like yeah, Samoa.
You know that guy
That's
Samoa.
no, that's like something I would expect. Like, you imagine if like WWE or AEW had like a guest commentator on. It's like, oh, look at that Samoa. He's gonna punch him. And here we go, Samoa now. Oh, with
Samoa.
the muscle buster. Samoa's got him up.
Samoa with a drop kick.
Samoa, the island of Samoa. Dude, imagine, the island of Samoa would drop kick the shit out of every other country, continent,
Of course it
island,
would.
whatever.
This is great. But no, that Samoa Joe and Warlow, I'm looking forward to that one. Even though I already know what the outcome is, I'm looking forward to Bryan Danielson and MJF. I really am looking forward to that one. Even the Ricky Starks and Chris Jericho, I think it's going to be interesting.
Dogs. Chris Jericho's gonna be in a body bag by the end of that match.
Okay.
Tags.
What the hell is going? Anyway, yes. How about you?
I'm getting into character.
I see. How about you? What are you
So
thinking?
so honestly, the matches. I mean, first of all, like we'll talk about MJF, Bryan Danielson. Of course, I'm looking forward to that. Outside of that, like just genuinely look at this card. Moxley, Hangman Page, Texas
Yeah,
Death
it's another
Match
good one.
in like
As long as they don't
essentially like
screw this
their
one up.
rubber match, right?
Yeah,
Samoa Joe, Wardlow, two big beefy boys slapping beef. Just gonna be amazing. Chris Jericho, Ricky Starks,
dude.
like
The
dude,
card's loaded.
card like, and then World Championship match. Jamie Aya, Saraya, and Ruby Soho in a trios match.
Exactly.
I'm looking forward to basically everything on this card. Like, no, sorry, scratch that. I'm looking forward to every match on this card. House of Black versus the Elite in a trios match, bro. Heat for all the WWE stands out there who hate on AEW because they're gonna hate how great this pay per view is going to be. Like from an in ring standpoint, this is like just, and I say this every time, but like this might be the best card that I've seen AEW ever like put together
Oh
from
yeah,
like an expectation
top to
level of
bottom.
in ring standpoint. Like this is just spectacular. I mean, let's start talking about the matches if you don't mind, Trevor. Just get into
Oh,
each of these
absolutely. Let's
individually.
get it.
So you have, and I want to get your thoughts on this.
Okay.
Four-way tag team match for the AEW World Tag Team Championships. The tag team champions, the Guns. First of all, Trevor, what do you think about the Guns being World Tag Team Champions, beating
You
the
know what?
Acclaimed?
It's really interesting. We haven't had a chance to really talk about it. Um, you know, I kind of feel like the Guns right now. I don't know if I would have put the belts on them right away, like where they are right now. Maybe later on, but it does make it fun to see how they carry it, whatever. But I mean, if I was AEW, I'd take the opportunity to put it back on Acclaim because Acclaim was just over. But it's not a bad choice. It's not a bad choice. It's a very interesting choice to pick them at the stage they are right now to to be the champs. It's interesting, very interesting.
Okay, so I'm gonna piss off a lot of people by saying this. I like I like the Gun Club.
Mm.
Like
I like what they can be and what they are so far. So
I think Colton Gunn has grown a lot. I think Austin Gunn can talk.
yeah,
Austin
he
Gunn
can.
can talk. They both can work. Like they're not the elite. They're
Right,
probably never they're never going to be the elite. And they're never going to be to that level of like the best technical tag team, right? They
no,
don't need to
they
be.
never will be.
They're good in the ring. They can
Yes,
talk. They get heat. People buy into their shtick. Like it works. That's why they're tag team champions. That's why I never like got the whole like out from a okay. If you're a fan of the Acclaim, which everyone loves the Acclaim. We're all fans of the Acclaim. We were all a little upset the Acclaim lost, but for people to be like, oh, this is their worst storyline booking. For people to criticize this as a booking choice, right? I'm just like, that's not a good faith critique, honestly, in my opinion.
right,
If you're just mad that the Acclaim lost and they're not tag team champions anymore because we love the Acclaimed, absolutely. Like I get that. It's
right.
justified. But hey, like I like them. I like
Mm.
them. I think they're funny. I think they're corny,
Who
which
they
is
claim
like
or
no,
the
no,
Gun
no.
Club?
Well, yes, them too, but like the Gun Club are absolutely
Yeah,
so corny that it's great. So I'm excited about this match. I think it's that being said, it's probably going to be the weakest match. It is the weakest match on this card right
I'm
now,
pretty sure you're right. Yeah, yeah.
but it's still going to be a decent to good match.
Yeah, I think
Who
it's
you
gonna
got in
be
this
fun to
match?
watch.
Who you got?
Honestly, just because it makes sense, I'm gonna say the Gun Club.
I think they're going to switch it back to the acclaimed.
You think so? I mean,
I think
I think they could, but like you said, I mean, like we pretty much both said, like I think they have the Gun Club has a lot to grow, a lot of growing to do, and I like where they are now with how they've grown, but I just
mm,
don't know if they can carry the belt like like that right now. So I'm still gonna say Gun Club, but it would make sense for the Acclaim to get it back.
so. Here's the deal, Jack. To quote our current president. Here's the deal. We don't know who that last team is going to be. We just do not know who that last team is going to be.
Right? Could be
I'm gonna
FTR.
go with I'm gonna go with the gut. Um, I don't know. My brain is like on a totally different like wave right now. I'll take the guns, double it, give it to the next person. Let's move on. Um,
There you go.
Texas death match. John Moxley, Hangman Adam Page. First of all, Trevor, what have you thought about the build for this match?
Dude, the build is amazing, honestly. Another great build, right? The story said it's already pretty much told itself. The stage is set for another monumentous monumentous match for it, like you said, the rubber match. But
Stupendous.
stupendous, fantastic. But like I'm excited about it. I like John Moxley. I like Adam Page. I'm excited about it. But
Yeah.
like I love like the lead up to it. I like how Adam is like kind of concerned about Moxley, asking his wife how he's doing, and then they have a match on Dynamite that was actually kind of weak. Honestly, it was an interesting match, but it was for the intensity that they have shown the past couple matches. It was kind of weak. Now they lead up to this one. Like I think it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun to watch because both guys they get free range to do whatever they want to each other at this point. It's just a whole no holds barred knockout drag out fight, and I hope it's a better Texas death match than the other one that Moxley was in.
Hey now, with a murder that was a good match.
No, I'm talking about the one with Kenny Omega.
Hey yo, that was not okay. Don't put that on the Texas death match. All right. That was just a regular death match.
That was
Exploding barbed wire
exploding
death
ring
match.
death match.
Don't put that. Don't you don't put that evil on me, Ricky Bobby. Put that on
Don't
us.
you put that evil on me, Ricky Bobby. Don't you do it.
You can walk.
You can...
And that was not an exploding barbed wire death match. Or this is not an exploding barbed wire death match.
Thank God.
Okay.
But no, it should be fun.
That match, okay, the Kenny Omega Moxley match would have been fine if didn't happen.
Sparklers.
Fire. That was so bad. It was like, and honestly, I'm glad it happened. Like people were like, "Oh my god, it's just so bad. AEW's gonna fail now," and I'm just like, "No, bro, that's like that's your botchamania moment. That's your forever botchamania moment. Every company has at least one. We know WWE has like 80, but it happens. It shouldn't happen. That should not have been allowed to happen. I have never been so like disappointed, Trevor, in a spot.
Yeah, I
It's
know.
just like
It was. I remember
I
talking
was
to you
so
after that match, and we both were like flabbergasted.
we were both like so enthralled too. We are like, oh my god. Like the storytelling was great.
Yeah.
You had Eddie Kingston coming out to save his best friend. He, Trevor, he covered him up to shield him from a bomb. I would never do that for you. And like
Same.
and yeah, look, and honestly, if you did that for me, I honestly would have to like question your judgment, sir. But
What is wrong with you, dude? Why did you do that?
Hey, bro. I'm just saying, neither of us are as nice as Eddie Kingston was in that moment. I'd just be
No.
like, hey, damn, son, that's crazy. Damn, he's still
Wow.
there.
My man got blown up. Oh, damn.
Kill. That's
That is
tough.
the most DMV I've heard you sound ever.
That's tough. That's tough.
Not even Baltimore. That's DC.
It'd be like that, Slim. I was down gallery. Down gallery. My favorite, yo, straight up. This was my favorite like DC thing ever. Whenever people were like, "Yeah, I was down gallery." Like down gallery, like the fuck.
Gallery Place? You mean?
Yeah,
Chinatown?
Chinatown. Hey, nobody calls it Chinatown.
No, no. They might as well just call it gallery. Not even gallery place, just call it gallery.
Yo, I had a coworker who was like trying to like meet me for dinner, and they're like, "Yeah, we should go to this place in Chinatown." I was like, "The fuck, Chinatown?
Where's that?
I was like, "What is Chinatown, sir?"
New York?
Sorry,
No,
it's
okay.
you mean gallery? Like, you mean
Oh man.
and that's not I'm not trying to and that is no, like, Chinatown erasure, like,
Yeah,
on my end. That is just we just call it gallery. That's just, like,
it's the
it's
place.
gallery place. Like, it sure is, yeah, or it is acceptable to call it gallery place Chinatown
Yeah, it is.
if
It
you're
is.
referring to the metro station, but
We will accept.
that's a story for another day.
And
Let's
we just went off on a tangent. Um,
huge tangent. That's what the people come for. They get see,
they come
now
for
when the people
something.
come to DC, they're gonna know.
They're gonna learn something.
They gonna
You know.
know.
Let's see what we
That's
got in
what it's
the
about. That's what it's
chat.
about, Mo. Um, more DC. Let's throw more DC at you. We got
Let's
Daniel
see.
in the chat saying, "Where do you guys think Jay White will end up? AEW or WWE?" Trevor, where do you think he's gonna end up?
AEW.
WWE.
You think WWE?
More money, more exposure,
Well, true. You're right.
and more room to grow.
Yeah, you're absolutely
It's
right.
just
Yeah,
the God's honest truth. Yeah,
absolutely.
Charles, good old yeah, Charles in the chat saying, "Do you know why the ladder match on Dynamite has Samoa Joe as a guest commentator? Probably so Wardlow can attack him.
Probably. And so
That's it.
Taz and them can actually sound better by comparison.
No. So you realize how dog shit Taz to
Yeah,
Shivani and
true. Well, actually, Samoa
Excalibur
Joe
are.
actually is pretty good on commentary. I actually like him as commentary. Um, you got
See,
any
not
more?
as good as Mike, not as good as Mike Tyson. Oh my gosh, Shibata, it's crazy.
Hey, nobody is as good as Mike Tyson. Let's be honest. Mike Tyson is
Oh,
the man.
Shibata, he's a legend. Crazy. He's got the head injuries. Just like what, Mike Tyson? Oh, Chigoroshi. Like what? Daniel in the chat says, "Do you guys think that Kenny Omega and the Young Bucks will join WWE when their contract expires?" That's our next topic. We will after we run through this card, we will talk about that. So don't worry. Wyatt Rabbit in the chat says, "Rumors that Mercedes Moné is heading to AEW. It is being reported today." Yeah. When she won the IWGP World Championship, I expected like it's gonna happen.
Oh, of course,
Whether
of
it's
course.
like whether it was like she was going to like do it through their partnership or whatever, she was definitely going to be at Forbidden Door too. That was going to happen. And I still think it's going to happen. Um, and yeah, I mean, it's just a matter of time.
Absolutely.
Quote Tony Khan. I have a whole lot of money and I'm not afraid to use all that shit.
He did say that, didn't he?
Bro, he said it like this is my favorite thing. Wild Eye Tony Khan is like my favorite Tony Khan. It's
Tony
just
Khan's an
so funny.
interesting. He has
It's just
so
so
many
funny to
different
see.
like modes.
Do you remember how he started? Yeah, he was like very meek,
Yeah.
mild Tony Khan. He's like with the glasses and the little like he had my haircut from like when I was in 5th grade, you know. Uh like like Tony Khan was just like, yeah, it's just great. I'm just very excited. I love wrestling and I just love it. I just we're just great. We're just here to have fun and AEW's gonna be great. And now he's just like Eric Bischoff's a piece of shit. Harry Owani, ooh, unbiased
Ooh.
journalist. You're just like, yo, Tony, what are you doing, man? You were on everyone's good
Liam
side.
is in the chat.
Liam is in the chat. He says,
Oh,
"Dum
dear.
Dum, Real Take has more than one." Oh, sorry. Real Take has more than one moderator.
Feeling in my soul.
Adrenaline in my soul.
Something.
Something, Liam's home.
Liam's
I love
home.
that. I love that. I love that.
Love you, Liam. Oh man.
All right. So let's talk about I didn't give a winner. Hangman
Oh,
Page. Let Moxley go on vacation. Hangman Page wins this.
yeah, Mox needs a vacation. He does. But I was gonna say Mox, but yeah.
Wow, thing. I will say this. AEW like John Moxley has a very cool entrance when you're there live. Like it's a
Oh
championship
yeah,
entrance.
I would imagine. Yeah.
It really is like a championship entrance because because he walks through the crowd
Mhm.
it's a very like UFC esque, you know, kind of like UFC kind
Right,
of
right,
walk
right,
through
right.
like that side door, like the side arena door, like it's cool. Um, Moving on, Chris Jericho, Ricky Starks. Jericho Appreciation Society band from ringside. Jericho gonna be in a fucking bag. Ass. Fuck is my son.
Why do I? Anyway, who you got winning?
Who do you think I got winning?
I got Ricky Starks winning. So
He's got a he is a Ricky Starks.
that's what I got.
Makes the Starks down. I like okay. Ricky Starks probably will win. I'm gonna go with Jericho though. I don't know.
Makes,
I'm like, Jericho.
poke the bear.
I'm gonna go with Jericho. I don't know. I'm in a Jericho mood. I'm in a Jericho
You're in a
appreciation
Jericho
mood.
mood? I don't think anyone's ever.
Yeah. Moving on, the Elite versus House of Black. Now they have not done a good job telling this story.
Not at all.
Not at
There
all,
was a
because I
great
don't even
story that
know.
could have been told. A great story that could have been told.
I don't know what the story is, other than Malachi Black saying, "The Dark Father once came to me and said that I will be the second coming of Bray Wyatt and give you all these rambly promos that don't make any sense. And we are in a dark room, and now my friends are coming out from the darkness into the light because there's a spotlight right there. I am the Dark Father, Malachi Black." So you got that versus the Elite.
Yeah.
All that being said, it's gonna be a kick-ass match. I mean, like, look at the people involved. How can it not be? The Elite are going to win, but it would be cool. I'm just saying, it would be cool to see House of Black win,
Yeah,
just because they
it
would
would
actually be highlighted on TV. Like, that's
Yeah,
the only reason.
it would be cool to see him win. It definitely would be cool to see him win.
It also would be cool to see you guys smash that thumbs up button, hit that like button, subscribe, all that jazz.
All that jazz. All that jazz. Anyway.
Anyway, all right, cool. So we that done over through. All right, World Championship time. We got Jamie versus Soraya versus Destination on Ruby Soho. Who you got and why?
Jamie Hayter, because yeah. So as cool as it would be to see anyone else win the belt, I honestly think it's just going to be Jamie Hayter. I mean, she's doing such a great job with the championship right now. She really is. Why change it right now?
They're presenting her well. They're presenting her very
they really
well
are.
on TV as a
They
champion.
really are. I mean, initially they were presenting her as like this weak champion, but now they're presenting her pretty well. So I say Hayter.
I'm gonna go with too. That being said, Ruby Soho should get a world title or should get a title in AEW. I'm still mad.
Should.
Okay, my whole thing is I think Ruby Soho eventually should be the one to take the title from Jade Cargill. That's like my hot take, whatever. People disagree because people don't want Jade to ever lose the belt.
I mean, she should have got it way back when though. Like they set her up for it, and then it just
we got some chat. We got some people in the chat. Liam saying, "I'm a big WWE guy, but I've started to turn into Impact a little bit, just for the Santino Marella." Yo, Santino Marella, give the man his flowers. Santino Marella,
Santino Marella,
who did debut on Impact recently. And he's like, now, what is it? What is his official title? He's like the security,
something like that.
Oh my god, what is it? He's the director of authority or something. Like he's like the director of authority for Impact Wrestling. It's just absolutely great. He comes out. He's got a little badge. He's got his little badge. And he's showing up. I am the authority. Like
you know what makes me laugh about that guy is like he literally could probably kill everyone with his pinky.
The dude's a walking.
He used to be like a pit fighter or something.
Oh yeah, he's a judo fighter. Yeah,
like, dude, he's hilarious.
Director of Authorities, Santino Marella. Babidi
Yeah.
boopy.
Boobity
Um,
bow.
yeah, all right. So finally, main event, and it's time for the main event.
Even that's still the
Maxwell,
greatest thing he does on that show.
it's the greatest thing he's ever done in his career. MJF defending his AEW World Championship against the American Dragon, not Jake Long, Brian effing Danielson. All right, Trevor. 60-minute
Minutes.
Iron Man match. MJF for the past few weeks has been cutting some of the most insane promos I've ever heard. The dude's going out there and admitting to almost murdering people, talking about how his wife, or sorry, his fiance left him, talking about how he's going to give Brian Danielson CTE so his little girls can't play with him
Yeah.
or his little children can't play with him anymore. This
Yeah.
dude is a heel. Like,
Dude,
that's a
a heel to the 10th, 20th power. Like he is, dude. Oh my god. Like I wonder how many people actually almost slip and punch him in the face. Like
he's
wow.
such a heel. It's like insane. Every time like that's the golden thing about MJF. Every time the fans do start to cheer for he knows exactly what he's doing.
Yeah,
Like
he knows what he's
he
doing.
makes sure he's like, "No, I'm upping the ante." This dude he got the cops called on him in 2023 over a promo.
Yep.
Over a promo. Like
That he did.
insane. Just it's so good. Adjusted for inflation. That is like that is like one of the biggest heel moves of all time. Adjusted for inflation. um
That was
so
hilarious, dude.
absolutely hilarious. Like this is great. I thought Brian Danielson and the fun thing is MJF did his whole like, trials of Brian Danielson or whatever where he's like, "Oh, you have to wrestle 3 of my opponents." And it's like, "Who did he wrestle? Roosh, Bandito,
Yep,
Konosuke Takeshita." Like, I'm just like, "Oh, so you're gonna send Brian Danielson out there to just have great matches
pretty much.
leading up to an Iron Man match?" It's like, "Oh, this is this is beautiful.
This is
This
like
is all I've
Christmas.
ever wanted." It's
Oh,
dude, Danielson versus Bandito was literally like freaking Christmas to me. Like, oh my
dude, that's
god, that
such a
was
great match. Such a great match.
anyway. Also, we got an MJF versus Takeshita thing out of it, where Takeshita looked like such a badass.
He sure
Like
did.
he's
Definitely did.
like, I love it. I love it. Anyway, 60-minute Iron Man match. Hey yo, I ain't gonna hold you. If there's one thing that's like still like itching, like I'm itching to go to this pay-per-view because of this match. Like
I know you are.
like bro, they sold me a ticket with a Brian 60 minutes of Brian Danielson wrestling, like,
I mean,
for a world title? I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. Anyway, Trevor, world title, 60-minute Iron Man match. MJF, Brian Danielson. What do you think? Who do you got? Why do you got him?
MJF, because as good of a match as it's going to be, as much as Danielson is going to be on display, and he should win this type of match, it's going to be MJF. I mean, to give him more heat, one, two, to make him look more superior. Like it's a bunch of different reasons why you make MJF win. Why you let MJF win? Like you let him win for really for this, not the sake of his career, not like it's going to be over if he loses, but for to pretty much boost his career, boost him up even more, make you hate him even more than you already do, which is almost impossible. But MJF, it's not going to be clean. We all know that, but MJF.
So listen, you ask me right
So,
now.
but I know the fan in you.
You ask me right now. Of course, I'm gonna say MJF. It's gonna MJF's gonna win this match.
Right.
The second that bell rings, I don't care. Logic
I don't care.
leaves this
Logic goes out the
brain
window.
when Bryan Danielson's in that ring. Logic leaves this brain. Right now, MJF. The second that bell rings, Bryan
Brian
Danielson will walk
Danielson.
out of San Francisco as the AEW
Well,
World
to
Champion.
be honest with you, I was the same way with Ricky Starks when Ricky fought MJF. I'm like, oh, I know he's not going to win. I know he's not. But as soon as that music hit, oh, Ricky's going to win it. He's going to do the whole thing.
Sold me a ticket. Like, damn. Mm-hmm.
But yeah,
I'm gonna do one last attempt at this. One last attempt to see if we can. Because look, if I go, I'm gonna be on some Joe Exotic shiznit. I will never financially recover. But the
no,
moment,
but the moment was great. But you'd be eating air sandwiches for a week.
what's that? That SpongeBob. I'll be on that plankton stuff, eating that holographic meatloaf. Nothing wrong with that though. We got all right. So let's go through some of these chat questions. We just went through the
We
card.
got
Let's
a
go
lot of
just
them.
through some of these chat questions. We got the Wyatt Rabbit in the chat saying after Hater beats Soraya and Ruby, Mercedes stares at Jamie. Interesting. Omar, what's your reaction to Mandy Rose as a free agent on March 14th? Listen, dude, she can go wherever the hell she wants. She made like she made $1 million like on her independent like private channel
Right,
just after leaving WWE. She's got the bank. She's got money. Like I think she's like, yeah, like I'm good. I don't necessarily need to go back to WWE because the problem with WWE is she probably can't keep that private channel, but she could also try to leverage that for more money.
right.
I see her though going to Impact, honestly. I think she would go to Impact.
Yeah, I think so too. I don't think go to AEW.
Interesting thing though, because the AEW right now is building this whole thing of the AEW originals with the women's division, the AEW originals versus the free agents, like the new people who came in.
Right.
I'm just saying, Mandy Rose for the past few years headed up the best like women's faction in WWE
So it did.
um in NXT. So she could go there and she'd be legit then because like Mandy Rose completely she redid her entire image. Like it was like completely reshaped over the past few years in NXT, and she was a legitimate threat and a
She
legitimate
really
talent,
was.
like
She really was.
like top tier. So I could see her going there and being a part of that storyline too.
Yeah, she did. She really did a good job. Like we make fun of her because we make fun of everyone, but she she really did a great job with NXT. I can't even talk in NXT. So seeing her in anywhere at this point would be fun.
We got Liam in the chat saying I'm a big WWE guy, but I've started tuning into Impact. Yeah, yep. Wyatt's in the chat saying, I'm going for House of Black, having the Bucks and Omega leaving for WWE. Their contracts ain't up yet.
Not yet.
They got some time. They got some time here. Yeah, Charles in the chat says, yeah, Jericho lost against the new dude. It can't lose again in such a small period of time. Okay, so that's the other thing about that match. Jericho has lost like 5 times in the
Yeah,
past
he's
like
lost.
2
Yeah,
months.
yeah.
He's lost a lot. Like, I mean, he's gonna demolish, destroy, victimize, brutalize, and abuse pretty Peter Avalon on Dynamite this week. But yeah, nah, son. Nah.
He's lost too many big ones.
Impact Wrestling is good, but is not on a sports channel. I don't think that necessarily makes a difference. Neither is WWE. WWE is
Yeah,
on USA, which
yeah.
is like
And
the
Fox.
law, essentially the Law and Order SVU channel. That's what USA Network is.
At this point, yeah. And
Ice
every once in a while,
T,
Chucky.
Ice
And a
T,
terrible
man.
reality show.
Ice T is just the greatest thing ever on Law and Order. Just like y'all, like this man, he came in wearing a tracksuit. Like I'm just like, hey yo. I know
Yes.
detectives gets to like get a little more like they don't gotta wear a uniform, but hey yo, what is this? Like
He was relaxing, man. He was
it's
relaxing.
like I'm undercover. You got desk duty today. Like, Wyatt Rabbit in the chat says it would be cool if Impact Wrestling was with CBS instead of Access TV. I mean, Access, like the thing is, like they own the company that owns Impact owns Access, so that's why they're on there. Like, it's just again, it's one of those things. Like Impact Wrestling, like their main source of revenue isn't even like necessarily from their TV. They get a lot of money from their international rights deals. Remember, they're on Axis in America, but like throughout the world, they're like on pretty decent to good channels. Like, I'll look it up real quick because,
Right.
um, like in the UK, for example, they're on Dawson, like which is good. Like that's a sports thing. Like that's they're on a streaming service there. So like they have like international distribution. Like Impact is great. Like in India, they're huge. In India, like Impact Wrestling is huge, bro.
Huge.
Job in the chat says it's a shame because the American Dragon deserves it. Damn right. But
Damn ready to.
MJF has not held the belt long enough to lose it. That is also true.
Yep.
Liam in the chat says if WWE were still PG by 2024, I feel that MJF going there would kill his character. I don't think it would kill it. It
He
would
wouldn't be able to
minimize the
say
cursing.
things.
It
Yeah.
would minimize the cursing and some of the more absolutely flagrant, vulgar stuff he says, like calling Brian
Like,
Pillman's mother, quote, Methany. But,
he.
but,
Yeah.
he's-
It's
I
only like
mean,
what 90% of what he says.
no, here's the thing. He could say the same stuff, but like less vulgar.
I mean, he
They
could.
find
He
a way
could.
to balance it out. And he can still say stuff. Like WWE, you can say whatever you want on WWE TV. Like,
Yeah.
they're
Nowadays.
not, they can say whatever the hell they want. Like it doesn't matter. The PG thing is more so just kind of like a thing that they have. Like it's not a rule. Like they're not gonna get in trouble for anything
Right.
they do. Liam in the chat says, I can hear it now. I can hear MJF now. I went 60 seconds when Brian Danielson and you had marks can't even go 60 seconds. Oh, it's true. It's true. We got Job in the
He's not
chat
wrong.
saying Access TV is owned by Mark Cuban, isn't it? I thought they were owned by aren't they like owned by Anthem? I was like
That's what
pretty
I
sure they
thought.
were owned by Anthem. Yeah, they are. They're owned by Anthem, which is the parent company of Impact.
Okay.
Yeah. So we're caught up on the chats, I believe.
Yeah.
So guys, keep those chats coming. Hit that like button, subscribe, all that jazz. We head down the home stretch of this episode. Trevor,
Yes,
there's been a
sir.
lot of talk. There's been a lot of talk from a
Talkie.
lot of people about Kenny Omega and the Young Bucks. We had a report, I believe, from Fightful, if I'm not mistaken. Don't remember exactly who the report was from. Anyway, report swirling. So I'm sorry if I can't quote this right. We're just talking. Report swirling about Kenny Omega's future. Kenny Omega is considering the possibility of joining WWE. He's open to it. I think that was the quote from the report. He's open to it.
Right.
Trevor. 3 questions. 1, should Kenny Omega go to WWE? 2, do you want to see Kenny Omega go to WWE? 3, will he go to WWE?
These are all tough ones.
Should, want, and will.
Now he said. Now should I'll say this? Should maybe similar to what Jay White, even though he has a ton of experience, maybe to to branch out and get his face in a different audience. Maybe why not? It's always good to make more money, right? Does he want to? I'm not totally sure because he said in an interview a while ago. Now he may have changed his mind. Everyone changes. That he did not want to go to WWE. WWE was not someplace he wanted to go. Again, that could all change, but I don't know if it does. Will he? I'm not totally sure about that. I don't.
Go ahead.
But I don't know. In my opinion, he stays AEW, but it's more money for him in WWE. Honestly, it will make more financial sense to go to WWE.
Should. Maybe. Will. I don't think he will.
Right.
And want. Hell no. I don't want to see Kenny Omega go to WWE. Hey, yo, I said this on a stream yesterday. I love Kenny Omega, and I'm sure he would have great matches with AJ Styles. He would have great matches with Cody. He would have great matches with the
Seth
most of
Rollins,
that roster.
or most of that roster.
I ain't trying to see Kenny Omega having matches with The Miz on Raw. No. No. And that's no disrespect. You know what? It probably is a little disrespectful to The Miz. No disrespect intended, Miz. But hey, yo, I ain't trying to see that. No.
You're not trying to see him fight The Miz 300 times every Monday? Or watch him fight Austin Theory?
So let's pray to God that doesn't happen. But no, I don't want to see it happen. Again, it's up to Kenny. If he wants to do it, he can do it. And like it is what it is. I can't have no control over that. I just would rather see him. And it has nothing to do with like I'd rather see him be loyal to AEW. It's got nothing to do with that. I just think he's gonna be presented better on AEW than anywhere else, and it allows him to do cool stuff like wrestle in New Japan, win the U.S. Heavyweight Championship there, and I don't know, I just like it. Like Kenny Omega being in AEW, it seems right.
He has
more
leeway to do what he wants to do. I mean, and that was one of the big things about AEW. That's one of the reasons why he even cared. But and as much as I love you, Liam, Mustafa Ali isn't even on TV.
I look, Ali versus Omega, like let's go.
Will be a
I'm
great
down.
match. Right,
I'm down, but at the same time, I'm just like I think AEW would present him better. That's just the way I see it. Liam says should he will do well either way. That is true. Will
absolutely.
I can see it. Want I'm not too bothered. Hey man, Kenny Omega's once in a generation type talent.
It definitely is, man. Definitely.
We got Job in the chat saying, if Kenny and the Young Bucks go to WWE after the novelty of them being there wears off, we will get to see Kenny versus R-Truth for the 24/7 championship. And then the Young Bucks versus... I didn't even think about that. That is a WWE ass thing to do. Young Bucks versus the Viking Raiders. Oh no.
Oh man, I forgot all about that. Jeebus.
imagine Hunter trying to pitch that like all right guys, Matt, Nick, come here. Tonight I'm gonna need both of you to do your absolute best. Because you're going up against Ivar and I'm sorry. Like you can't pitch that to the Young Bucks.
Just like quickly walks off.
And somehow the Young Bucks are going to carry them to a great match. Of
course.
Charles in the chat says Kenny Omega would go to WWE to face Roman Reigns. Only money-wise, AEW, New Japan Pro Wrestling combined can give him whatever money he wants. I mean, Tony Khan can just give him. Okay, Tony Khan will offer him whatever money he wants. Like
absolutely.
Like Kenny Omega is the guy that they will match the offer for Kenny Omega.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely.
Tony Khan like budget. It's richer than Vince McMahon. Like he will. We got Liam in the chat saying, "Excuse me, Mr. Trevor-tainment. I'll have you know Ali has been on TV the past 4 weeks on Raw feuding with Dolph Ziggler."
So what you're saying is he's really not doing anything.
Liam, you are correct in that. However, you're not making your case right.
Exactly. So
your case right.
Like Dolph Ziggler is pretty much imaginary at this point. Like he's not wrestling anyone. Like
basically
imaginary. Like and that's no disrespect to Dolph because I actually
that's a little disrespectful to Dolph.
It is a little disrespectful, but I kind of like Dolph. But like they don't.
He's been doing the same thing for 16 years.
Exactly. It was like, beating a drum over and over again, expecting a different sound. It's not gonna happen. But like,
Oh man.
oh my god, Dolph needs to leave WWE. But anyway, that's something totally different for another day.
Oh, that time, the time for Dolph to leave WWE is past. Like that man, he's married.
Oh
He's
yeah,
ball and chain.
oh yeah.
Like anyway, moving on. We have what else we gonna
I
talk
love
about?
Liam.
Other thing. Oh god, other thing. So if the Young Bucks and Kenny Omega leave AEW, Trevor,
Right.
hypothetically, how bad would it be for AEW as a company?
Oh yeah, those are three of the heavy hitters. That's
In the
yeah.
name.
But just yeah, that is it's gonna be pretty big. I mean, who do you think will pick up the slack though? I don't think anyone could, right?
Oh, I mean, well, here's the thing. You okay? Think about your upper card. You still have Mox. You still have Jericho. You still have Bryan. You could bring back Punk at that point.
Sorry,
You have
I'm reading
Hangman.
that.
I know, I see it. You bring back
Sorry.
Hangman, or you bring back Punk, Hangman Adam Page. Like that's a good upper card. You have
Of
Jamie
course.
Hayter, Ruby Soho, Soraya, Jade Cargill, like the attractions that they have. MJF, of course,
Yeah. I mean
and
Moxley,
then, but then you have this whole tier of like younger talent. Like they will take a hit. They will
oh
take
yeah.
a
They
significant
would
hit.
definitely.
It won't be, and it won't be like, and it won't be something that they can't like crawl back out of. Like, and it's not gonna
It's
be
going
something
to
like they lose like 500,000 viewers in a week.
right,
No,
right,
that ain't
right.
gonna happen.
I mean,
But
it's gonna be a slow comeback, but like not like a turtle's pace. You know what I mean? Like it's slow, but not super slow. Because
they
then
have, yeah.
they have the
Go ahead.
talent. Because then, like you said, they have the younger talent they can push up, and they have a lot of talent that young talent they are nurturing now too. So
It's one of the few benefits of having like a stacked, some would say inflated, bloated roster like Tony Khan does, is that when these guys are gone, you have other people waiting in the wings to step up, and it'll
you
open
do.
up TV time for other people as well. So I
I
will say
mean,
this: they all elite wrestling without the elite would be weird. I will say that it will be
it
very
definitely would
weird.
be. It would be weird because like you said, even though they can take the step up the pace, I mean they did when they lost Cody Rhodes, right? Like, but like you lose Cody in the elite, it's I mean yes it can happen, yes it will happen, they will survive, but they're taking a hit, they're taking a
Crying, could you
huge
imagine though? Imagine it though. Crying Cody holding the title. My best friends are here. My best friends are here. I don't need my friends. I need my brother. Gold Dust comes out, and it's the elite Gold Dust, like Cody's biggest moment, and then the Young Bucks super kick him.
we're back.
I need my older brother. Yo, I say that stuff. I say that to my brother like all the time, and he's like a wrestling fan, but he's like he doesn't watch AEW, and he
Right.
does not get the reference. And I was like, I need my older brother. He's like, what are you talking about, weirdo?
My brother watches AEW, but like he doesn't watch it as much as he does like NXT or WWE. So I'll say something happened on AEW. He goes, yeah, I saw that. I was like, oh yeah. He goes, no, I didn't see that.
Oh man, Job in the chat says Bleacher Report said today that Vince is pitching the idea of Omos versus Lesnar. Well, had Vince written all over it now, didn't it?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. Job also says, and Vince McMahon has quote no creative control. Sure. I mean,
Sure.
Triple H admitted the fact that he has creative input. Like he's
Exactly.
working with
Come
Vince
on,
McMahon.
we
Like
all know
he
that.
already talked about it. We know that. Your Charles in the chat says Ricky Starks be over by losing to Jericho. WWE old style. Oh no. Yeah,
Okay.
Charles says so Ruby Soho, if she loses, would be pictured as an eternal contender. She would be. That's
Yeah,
what Dolph Ziggler is. An
that's what he is.
eternal
That's
contender.
what they're
That's
contender.
exactly what he is. Yeah, that is. Thank you, yeah, Charles. That really, yeah, Charles,
Apparently,
yeah, Charles.
I have a match coming up.
Oh, you do have a match coming up that I forgot to announce. Official. And this
Official.
just been made official by Triple H. Trevor versus Dolph Ziggler in a no holds barred Mountain Dew pitch black match at WrestleMania Night 2, the main event. Dolph Ziggler in the main event, sir.
Sir, that's
Sir.
not even I could say
That
him.
ain't gonna happen. That ain't gonna happen. Not even in his dreams. Liam in the chat says Kenny Omega versus ex-World Heavyweight Champion, the right. That is a thing that happened. He was
Yeah,
WWE champion in the old scramble match. Even though
was
WWE doesn't recognize the reign, he was the WWE champion for all of like what 3 minutes.
yeah. Well, that
I
is true. That is something
yeah,
that happened.
the Brian canceled.
Oh, I forgot about that guy.
Canceled. Anyway, Trevor, what are you watching? What are you liking? What are you doing? What's going on?
Everything. I'm just I don't know playing video games here lately. Been
Video
playing.
gaming.
Oh yeah.
You're
Playing,
damn near 80 years old. Why are you playing video games? Bad for your eyes.
I will have well, my eyes are already bad. First off, but I will have you know, my manager, my boss at the bar, he is older, way older than me. And he plays video games, so
Damn, your boss is 90.
yeah, he's 90. Yeah, you're getting there.
Damn shame.
Similar breath. But, but no, I've been playing video games lately. Also, like I said, I've been watching some UFC. I did catch the Jake Paul fight.
Oh, yo, actually, I meant to ask you about that. Yo, Jake Paul
Yes,
took that L. Took that L. What do you think?
It was interesting. So here's the thing, right? So you challenge a guy he's completely undefeated, right? Completely undefeated. And the last couple of opponents, he KO'd him. He has so many knockouts. What was it? 8 knockouts by KO?
Something like that.
And you talk all this trash. Okay, cool. Like I've said many times before, the Paul brothers, complete athletes. I think Logan might be, depending on what it is, might be one of the better overall athlete of the two. Jake has great skills. Jake Paul is a good boxer, but I can't tell you he's a great boxer until I see him box. Sunday night, I saw him box. Well, Sunday I saw him box.
You saw him box a boxer.
And to tell you the truth, he did a decent job.
Yes.
He did a decent job. Like all jokes aside, like whether I like him or not is out the window. He did a damn good job against a professional boxer. He took some hits that I didn't think he got cracked a couple times, and you saw it. It hurt. But for this fighter that is completely undefeated and has all these knockouts, he only won by a split decision.
It was a close decision. I'm going to read out the scores real quick. It was 74-75, 76-73, 76-73. So one judge actually gave Jake Paul the win. He actually gave him the win. So that was interesting to see. So it was a very close fight. It was kind of boring. I ain't gonna hold you.
It was really boring, actually. I was actually surprised you watched it.
I didn't pay for it. So you did, not that I would ever. I didn't. First of all, I didn't pay for it, but I did not watch it online illegally. I want that to be abundantly clear, people.
Abundantly clear. I didn't think you watch it because it's in Saudi Mania. So.
Nah. That's his. I mean, I had to watch Jake Paul versus Tommy Fury. I had to at least keep up with it. That was interesting. But Jake Paul, Jake Paul is. Here's the thing. It's gonna happen now. Now that he's lost and he can kind of take the pedal off the metal or the metal off the pedal on his boxing career, that tag team match with Logan Paul is happening.
I mean, yeah, it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. But no, Chris Sutton in the chat, Jake lost because of inexperience. Yeah, you're right. He absolutely did, and I agree. I said that the inexperience was there. It showed itself. But the thing was, it just shows you how good of a boxer he actually is. You know what I mean? Or how bad of a boxer Tommy Fury is. I don't know which way your take is on that, but yeah, it was interesting to watch.
Was interesting. Yeah, it's fun to watch, Michael. We got Chris in the chat, Chris Souton. in the chat saying Jake lost because of his inexperience. I mean, yeah, sure, yeah. He faced. I mean, look, he faced off against the fighter, and he did decent though. He did decent.
Yeah, like I said, I'll give the man credit, and I've said that in every bad thing I've said about him on this show. I give him credit. Now, where he needs to, and I think it has stopped for now. Where he needs to stop is Canelo. He needs to stop. He does not need to go. Nope. Leave Canelo
Nah, they
alone.
gonna make that fight is going to happen. That fight is going to happen. The money,
And,
the
oh,
money.
the money is
It's all about the money.
The money is fine, but you better make enough money so when you breaks your face, you can get it fixed. But what are you watching nowadays, buddy? What are you watching? What are you looking at?
I don't know. I was looking at a meme just now, but what am I watching? I don't know. Not a lot of wrestling. Look, I took a break. Been taking a break from wrestling. I mean, I'm still watching. Like I still skim through Raw and all that stuff, but been taking a little bit of a break from. I've been watching a lot of SVU. I'm kind of enjoying my SVU kick right now.
Right. Yeah, I've
And
been
basketball.
watching
Been watching a lot of basketball.
basketball.
My Cavs, man. My Cavs are chilling at they're the 4 seed right now. They're chilling.
Yeah, my Celtics are number one, so
My Celtics are number 1, sir. New Orleans, DC. I'll give you Texas. Where Boston coming in your lineage, sir?
My grandmother was a huge Boston Celtics fan. She was a
That's a
huge Larry
likely
Bird
story.
fan.
That's a
No,
likely
actually,
story.
it's the God's honest truth. She loved Larry Bird. She was a big Larry Bird fan, and
That's false. Nobody's a
that's where
Larry
it came
Bird
from.
fan. Larry
That's a
Bird wasn't
lie.
real. Larry Bird wasn't real. He was a
So he's
figment of
like
our
Dolph Ziggler.
imagination. Dolph Ziggler. So it's like that South Park episode, guys. Slash isn't real.
Yeah, that's where it came from. I mean, to be quite honest with you, I'm not a big basketball fan. I watch it here and there, and when I do watch, I root for the Celtics because, well, that's what I was raised around. But like, I was more of a player fan. I liked Akeem Olajuwon. I liked Tim Duncan, uh, Mourning, Alonzo Mourning, Grandmama Larry Johnson. I like guys like that. I didn't really like teams. Larry Bird. I mean, if there was a team I root for, of course, like I said, it's Boston, but I'm more of a players fan.
Favorite player right now?
Right now, probably Luca. Honestly, probably Luca.
That's my dude too. That's my G. I love Luka Doncic.
Luca's good. I mean, and what's the other foreign gentleman from Denver?
Oh, Nikola Jokic.
Yeah, I love Jokic.
Jokic is like he's gonna win his 3rd straight MVP, which is nuts. Absolute 3 straight MVPs. Like, and I'm pretty sure that's never been done. I'm gonna Google that.
No, it has no. I think you're right. I think you're right. Actually, I don't think that's ever happened. Honestly,
I think Kareem might have done it or something.
true. If anybody's done it, it's probably is Kareem.
Let's see.
I mean, Jordan could have did that.
No, Bird did it.
Okay.
Bird did it, and Bill Russell did it. So he'd be joining Larry Bird and Bill Russell.
Okay, so
the great Bill Russell.
Yep.
Yeah, cool. Well, let's read the last few of these chats, and then we can head on home.
Of course, sir.
Road.
Anyway.
Yeah, Charles in the chat saying Jake and Logan can go for the tag team titles in WWE now that he's lost. The Usos lack so much competition in WWE that Owens and Zayn had to step up in that manner. Yeah. Not excited for that match. I ain't gonna hold you. But it's gonna happen. It's what it is. If I'm correct, Jake Paul has been on more WWE PLEs than Dolph Ziggler has in the last year. That's true. Actually. Liam in the chat says, Trev be like, my uncle's cousin's golf boyfriend's dad was a janitor or something.
Yeah.
Do you like that? Hey, Trevor, why you let him do you like that? Why you letting him do you like that?
Oh God, I can't stand Liam.
Why you let him do you like that? Ah, no, don't go
Oh
like
man.
that. Don't go like that. And then Chris immediately in the chat. No, Grandma, love the Celtics.
This is true.
Like
Oh,
the immediate response. I love the Celtics. I have you know.
that's hilarious.
Yo, we got a Sutton family drama going on here. Job in the chat said next year's WrestleMania main event is going to be Kevin Durant versus Hogan.
No, Kevin Durant is
Oh,
Jake Paul's next boxing match.
Kevin Durant will lose, man. He's 7 feet tall, but he's like as skinny. He's as skinny as
He's
my
skinnier
pinky.
than you. I was say he's skinnier than you.
CC in the chat says Liam, literally.
Yep.
Oh my gosh, my cousin's goldfish's boyfriend's dad
A
was a
goldfish.
Celtics janitor.
What's the Celtics janitor?
Grandma, look at the Celtics.
Oh my God.
And on that note, guys, thank you guys for tuning in as you do every Tuesday. You guys are all wonderful. We love it. We have a wonderful time with you. Guys, you can
Always,
follow
guys.
Trevor on Twitter at Trevortainment. That is at TREVERTAINMENT. That is TREVERTAINMENT. Liam in the chat says Trevor. Meemaw freaking loved Larry Bird. When the Meemaw in there.
I'm not that damn country. It's Big Mama. Thank you.
Oh my God.
Oh,
You Charles says Kenny Omega would be the judge. Oh God, the full circle there. Meemaw.
man.
Oh, we love you, Liam.
Love
We
you,
gotta
Liam.
get the
Silly, silly man.
Converse weapon ad. No, we're
Hey,
not
go
doing
ahead, bro.
that. Hey. We love and Joe's gonna round us up by saying we love this place. We love you
Love
guys.
you too, Joe. Thanks for coming, guys.
Trevor, say goodbyes.
Oh man. Sometimes you get things in life that you needed. I needed tonight. Thanks, guys.
I'm not sure I did. I'm not sure I did, but I got it too.
As I always say, hug those who are close, love those who are far, treat yourselves nice, and for the love of God, sometimes sit down, take a break, relax.
Touch
Life's too
grass.
short.
Get offline. Get offline. But also be sure to subscribe. Yeah, appreciate y'all. OT Graps in the building, and now we're leaving the building.
We're out.
Goodbye. No, we coming back. We coming back for this. Larry Bird. Y'all know what weapons did for me? Me and Meemaw walked away for the MVP. We love you, Liam.